Okay, so well, I will first of all I would like to thank you everybody for being here today. My name is Pablo Castro. I am one of the members of the AYCH project in Spain. I am also a member of the communication branch of the project. Well, today we are going to play with a game that we have in the project, which is called Brain Mirror and has been specially adapted for this online session for the European week. Soon I will let the possibility to talk to Oenon Thomas, who is the lead partner of the AYCH project, and Florent Orsoni, who is director at l'École de Dessin in Nantes, one of the other members of the AYCH project, and which has been involved in the developing of this game. During the activity, you are going to be divided into different Zoom rooms for playing the game through an application called Miro, and you are going to have at the same room different experts and supporters, especially moderators from our young ambassadors of the project that are going to help you in the developing of the activity. So now I will like our two speakers, Oenone and Florent, to talk a bit about the experience of the project as a small chat, and also how it's going to be this activity.
Thank you very much. Am I switched on? Let me just have a look.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, that's lovely. Thank you very much, Pablo. A great introduction. I don't want to take up much time because I'm sure playing this game and interacting with the young people and our guests today will be much more fun than me talking about it. But I'd just like to say that the experience that we're all going to have together has become more and more important as we're working in a virtual way and we can't meet and work together anymore. And it's especially fun and it's especially useful because it's been developed by young people as part of this project. So we are actually going to experience some of the creativity and innovation of the young people of the project and how they've adapted. Well, they've created the game and then adapted it especially for this occasion. And I just want to hand over to Florent, who I can see now, who has worked more intimately with this particular game.
Thank you very much, Ainoni. I'm very pleased to be with you for the introduction of the game. Of course, you will have the ambassador who will follow you during the activity. It's a special activity that we created during the lockdown, which is Bright Futures. And the idea is to offer you the possibility to develop or to show what is the future. Because into the AYCH project, our main goal, if I can say that, is to offer the possibility for young people to work and to give, to share the vision of Europe. So this is more or less how you will work during this activity. And what we have created also is to have the results of the activity and to share the results of the activity around Europe. What is your vision? What do you see during these strange times, if I can say that? Maybe Philippine, you can, from l'École de Design also, you can introduce how will the activity start and where we will land after.
Yes, thank you, Florent. So I'm Philippine and I was part of the team who created this tool. So this tool, as you said, Florent, is a creativity tool to help you imagine the future in 2030. So so you'll be divided in teams with the breakout rooms settings on Zoom, and you'll be working on a platform called Miro. Maybe it's like a whiteboard where everyone can put sticky notes, frames, text, images, everything. And you're gonna have on this platform different, like for each teams, you will have a special place. So maybe Pablo, you can send the link in the chat, so you can start getting used to the board.
What I want to say so Pablo will do this. What I want to say is that we have already played this game on with our partners, and we will go on playing this game, so that we hope with maybe 300 participants, it's more or less what we have in terms of participants in this game. It's a huge number. We will have a vision of what could be the future of Europe, and it's very. I'm sure that we will have a precious material about what is your vision, what is your fear, what do you want to develop, what do you want to be developed in Europe. So it's a very good and a very precious material for AYCH and for Europe, I think so. Because we need imagination, and not only hearing about lockdown, not hearing only about disease or what I say. So we have a huge opportunity to develop a new model of Europe, etc. And so I want you to be part of it.
So
okay, so now you have the Miro link at the chat. I also have divided you into different rooms that are going to be launched soon. So I will be out of the rooms, okay, in case there is any kind of problem. I will be in the general meeting room of the call, so I will be taking care of anything that could happen. But remember that you will have experts with you in the different rooms, so you're always going to be supported. Okay, so being saying that, enjoy the activity and have fun playing our game and developing ideas for the future of Europe.
We need you.
At what time? At exactly 1, they're closing the...
It is, there are 2 seconds remaining for all the rooms to close.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so welcome back, everybody. How was the experience?
It was nice. Should we talk? No, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was going to ask for. I would like one volunteer from each group to talk a bit, a couple of minutes about the newspaper, everything that you've created. I'm going to share the screen so we could see the newspaper of each group.
Yeah, 2 minutes per group.
Yes, please. Okay, so here we have the group from the room number 1.
Yes, so we're going to present with Hans. So we start with a world where we wanted to empower ordinary people. That's why we choose as a main character a farmer, a small organic farmer. And we wanted to empower those ordinary people with technology and to use the positive, to have the positive use.
Okay, I think that Philippine has get frozen a bit. So could you, I mean, Hans, for example, could you complete a bit?
Yeah. So
So we start with like the ordinary person as a farmer, because it seems really interesting to have like really different area, like agriculture area with the virtual area. So we present something like sort of like artificial intelligence to let them to collaborate or share the knowledges or information through the platform or virtual area. So there are some advertisement to sell or rent the robots, as well as like presenting sort of like applications, like people like easily access to the platform. Anyone can access. So the main idea is to give the ordinary people empowered to make something change. The world changes. So it was really interesting to have the ordinary people in virtual area or to play things.
Yeah, it looks quite interesting. Yeah, thanks. Okay, so second group, maybe Victor, could you talk a bit about what you have done?
Oh,
yeah, you're mute.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Thanks. So to start, we were deciding for a place of technology. So we want to start from the crisis that we have nowadays with COVID, and how a city should thrive to be successful. And with borders closed and self-isolation, we imagined how people could overcome this traveling situation and meetings and everything. So this financial crisis from COVID-19 starts to be developed, and the economy starts thriving again through the working from home. So the mayor we just imagined a very high-tech town, and the mayor started investing on AR and VR tourism with a young urban architect and urban designer. So in this scenario, people start traveling abroad virtually in augmented reality. So they can gather around, they can buy things like just to empower small cities and cities that depends on tourism, and they can like virtually interact with this place like without harming it. And so we just imagined like a new trend of hologram and augmented reality to overcome this closed borders, and we cannot get around it.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's pretty interesting. So, and last but not least, a group from the room number 3. In that group, we have Carlos Garea from the UN Secretariat. So could you please
so we were, like the other case, we were inspired in the current situation with the COVID-19. So our story was inspired in the rural area, and and how the COVID-19 could improve, could make more attractive for the young people to live in the rural areas. So our story was inspired by a young woman that she grew up in the rural area, and then she moved to the city to study or to work, and then she decided to return to the rural area to start a new business inspired by the agriculture and new technologies, making a sustainable business. So one of the news, for instance, is how the new technologies can inspire new businesses, and how for instance, the 3D printers can save money and the footprint impact.
Okay, quite interesting to everything. It's quite ambitious and also quite interesting, everything that you have been working on, especially in such a transnational way. Well, I think that we have no time for more. I don't know if Oinon, as the lead partner of the project, would like to say a couple of sentences for the last time of the meeting. You have your microphone.
Sorry, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, that's my fault.
Oh, again.
It's muted again.
Sorry. Just to thank everybody that had the imagination, determination, innovation to create the game in the first place and adapt it for today. We've had to work very rapidly, but it's been a real taster of the sorts of things that have come out of the project. And you can see that it could be adapted to many, many different situations, the scenarios used by business, used by organizations of all sorts. So thank you to the young people who really worked on this very hard, especially the ambassadors today that have been our mentors. And I hope it's going to give you something to think about for the rest of the day.
Yeah, thank you very much for being our testers for this game. And so we are super happy about the solution, like the newspaper cover that came up. So thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thanks everybody for being here today. Thanks especially for the European Week organization for letting us having this online workshop. And I hope to see you soon in another AYCH activities. We have the International Creative Jam on Santo Tirso during the first week of November, which is going to be hybrid in a physical and online way. And we are going to have in the month of February next year, the Youth Summit at our hub in Brest Metropole. Anything you would like to search for the project, there you have the AYCH people webpage, which is the one that we have for our virtual stand during this week. And we also have the main webpage of the AYCH project and our different social media.
Can I commend the AYCH people? I've looked at it this morning. I thought it was beautiful, really beautiful piece of work. And everyone should spend at least a few minutes today looking at it.
Okay, so thanks everybody, and hope to see you later next in another activities regarding the project.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
So
Have a good day and keep safe.
For you.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.